So here's the hard part about being in the real estate industry, especially if you're a real estate agent or a lender, is your clients don't need you today. They don't need you tomorrow. They may not need you every 7 years. They don't need you every day. However, when they do need you, you need to be in front of them. How hard is that? You want people to think of you every time that they actually need you, but that may not be as often as you'd like. So how do you overcome this? How do you make sure that when they do need you, you're there and you're the one they think of? Well, staying in front of your relationships and your past clients is just huge and something you have to do. And guess what? It's not something that's expensive or time consuming. What about shooting your clientele, your referral list, an email every couple months? Like, hey, do you know it's time to fertilize your lawn? Here's the type of fertilizer you should use when you live in our area. That's easy. That's free. It's a piece of advice they might actually want to read. They might thank you for reminding them of that. Or what about just a little, hey, it's supposed to snow this weekend. Make sure you have your outside hoses disconnected from your house. Easy. Save them from a flooded basement. Now, that's stuff that a lot of the times you may just post on your Facebook page, but sending an email might just be that extra touch that they will see as opposed to just being on social media, especially if you're able to address the email. You know, hey, Susan, it's supposed to freeze this weekend. Make sure you disconnect your hoses, right? If you have a CRM system, what's really nice is that it will actually insert their name for you. So it does look a lot more personal. But why not make a few little videos? Why not make a few little video and maybe text it to them? Hey, Susan, I see that it's going to freeze this weekend. Make sure you unplug your hoses from the house. Send. Hey, Bob, I think it's going to freeze this weekend. Make sure you unplug your hoses from the house. Send. Literally, you could do that over and over and over again and maybe take up an hour of your time, right? It's these little things that you can do to stay in front of your clients so that they do think of you, and they're going to think of you when they actually need you, right? So one thing that I think we can all work on is actually staying in front of them regularly and more often. I know a lot of times we think, oh, I don't want to bother people. But if it's stuff like that, if it's helpful, if it's timely, if it's not every day, those emails will be well received, or texts, and they'll be thankful and grateful. So try to think of that when you're putting together your marketing plan this year. Really think of little things to help people out, to stay in front of them that's not salesy, something maybe that's just helpful, but different ways that you can stay in front of your clientele so that they think of you not just every 5 to 7 years. They think of you when they really need you. Now, obviously, every once in a while, insert your sales pitch, insert, hey, rates are dropping, let's look at refinancing, let's look at taking the equity out of your house, things like that. But try to be helpful more than not. Stay in front of your clients. You want to be the one they call when they actually need your services, right? Or obviously, it's okay to ask them for referrals. Hey, you may not need my services right now, but who can you refer to me? Who can I help out? One of your friends, family, coworkers. I'd love to help them in their home buying, purchase, or home selling journey, right? So anyway, I just want to remind you to do those little things, the handwritten notes, but also just little messages. Thought of you, saw this, drove by your house, saw a dog that looked like yours. Something like that, just to stay in front of your people and remind them that you are here. Good luck, guys. Stay in touch with those people.